see, I've got it sort of set up. The I think I have video of it. I don't think I lost it, but I used this welder as like a floating ramp or floating work platform. Hovered up there, cut through that block and went up on top, and was lucky enough to find the one of the close locations where I could put a conveyor block, some conveyor tubes straight up to another conveyor block that connects the cargo containers up above. And so the refineries are just churning through the iron ore that's in those containers up there. Shut that off for ambience here. Yeah, see, it's not so dark with those spotlights. And when that whole structure is gone up there, I will have spotlights down here just to try and illuminate this area. As you can see, I decided that this would be kind of cool. There's no real purpose for it except the fact of looking cool. So each of the walkways going to the modules will have the piping exposed. And I think and I've also noticed that if I go into I don't know what kind of view you call it. Third person view. Yeah, I still have to finish a little bit here. Not a whole lot. But for the most part, all these blocks are at 100%. Now back here, because there is a sizable nickel deposit, I decided, hey, how about I expand this out some? And so I've been trying a little bit of messing around with this little setup here. And it's cutting a big arc. But I'm not so sure that I like that. I'm thinking that I'm going to rebuild this into just the typical setup that I had out there, but since I have this extra room now, it'll be more viable, I guess would be the word I'm looking for. Mostly because of that nickel deposit right there. Oh, looks like there's some iron ore there too. Because I wanted to get to that nickel deposit. I forgot that to make grids you need cobalt, but that's just over that direction. So there's a couple things that I have on my to-do list. I do have a plan for this, but I don't really want to tell you about it just yet until I get this whole mining stuff done to open up the area. But I do ultimately, well actually I will say it. I'm going to have a garage with an elevator up to the surface. And I plan on building a buggy, which I think that would probably be the more fun thing to do right now, would be to create a buggy. I can do all of this stuff off camera. You've seen it before. It's nothing exciting in the way I do it. It's extremely tedious, especially for if you want to watch it, because I don't force the drills, the rotors, the pistons. I don't force it. I let it take its time. One sweep here. I want to say that takes 15-20 minutes. So I won't bore you with that. But I'm thinking I have a design that I would like to try out. And yes, it will be one that you're going to slap your forehead and say, why would you do something like that? Because we know that pistons and rotors are not quite as reliable and stable as we would think they'd be at this point, although they're significantly better than they were. But I have 3 monitors. So right now I'm playing Space Engineers on my center monitor, and off to my left I have some pictures of the type of buggy that I want to make. Buggy, I guess. It'll be a buggy as it explodes the first time I try to drive it. So that means I probably am going to have to, because you don't want to lock it to the ground with the little issue that I don't know if it's been resolved, but I don't want to find out, where if you lock to the surface of a planet, when you unlock, your vehicle starts to float up in the air. Up, 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 up. I don't know how high, because I get pissed off and start doing all kinds of ridiculous maneuvers to try and get back down to the ground. But I want to go ahead and move this beast. There he goes. Wondering if I can get in here. So my idea that you may find ridiculous is to have the wheels on arms. Now, if it were to be, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway. If it were to be in reality, the arms that the wheels are going to be attached to would be part of the suspension. Now, I don't know if somebody has a script that will do that too, but I just want to be different. And I also want to maybe further test how good or bad the rotors and pistons are. I don't know. I didn't have really a word to say there. You see how many plates I have there? 14,000 plates. So I've been utilizing the assemblers that I have and refineries. Okay, I don't know. I mean, I finished this gear so that it will be able to be unlocked at the end. So let's see here. I don't know how tall this is going to have to be. And I don't want to use my jetpack unless I need to. So for right now, I'm going to go with this. Alright, so actually, I'll go one more block, and then I'm going to start I want these, and then I want, where are those? See, I don't know. Let me see here. That one's tall and thin. This is the same as the one that I have on the thing, and that's kind of cool too. Oh, of course, the reason that I grabbed the oh. Alrighty then. I thought that those were that would change with the whatchamacallit, the ship size selection. Alright, though, where are the conveyors? There's those. Ah, here we go. That's what I want. Of course I need interior plate. Whee! Didn't mean to jump. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna need some more interior plates, displays, computers, and bulletproof glass. Camera there. Then if I put the lights out here, okay, so this is now in the way. Better idea. Okay. I think what would be a good idea is an oxygen generator as opposed to an oxygen tank. What if I do it like that? Just trying to figure out what would be a good those there. Just want a regular rotor. Don't need the advanced rotor. Interesting. All right. Okay. Throw a little styling in here. No, I think this one was the better choice. No, this should. I think this will be kind of cool looking, because I want it to look cool too. Not that I'm a master of making things look cool. Let's see here. All right. No, no. There we go. Yeah. And of course, it's going to swing down. Hey. It's fighting me. Actually. Let's go with what would... I guess I'm going to have to put a little reactor here. So that let's color it correctly. A couple of metal grids, a steel tube, and some reactor components. All right, so let's see. Get fancy. Confused. I don't know if I like that or I want to go with the larger wheels. I don't know. The larger wheels are much larger motors, so how about I just go with this for right now? Being that also I'm going to be testing what kind of strength these rotors have by just doing this. So, oh, I forgot remote control. Do an ore detector there. Now, I don't know if it's true that if you have more than one ore detector, it becomes more accurate. We'll put 2 on there just because. Okay, radio communication components and detector components. Component. Look at that. Okay. And then, you know what? I think control right there. Okay. Okay. Bum. So basically what I want to do is I want to actually make the space between where the oh no what? No, I don't need to make it uniform. Let's just do this as an experiment. If it works, it works, right? That's freaking huge. You know what? I never did look at these other rotors to see that they are